What's the most insane reason someone broke up with you? My fiancé Elle threw her engagement ring at my face screaming, "Drop out of medical school or we're done. I won't marry someone who stares at spread legs and female organs all day pretending it's for education." The accusation knocked the wind out of me. 6 years together. We'd sworn we'd be doctors together, save lives side by side. Except I just started at the third best medical school in America with a partial scholarship, while Elle folded shirts at Target after getting rejected from everywhere, including our joke safety school. Friday night shattered everything. I was highlighting nerve pathways when she came home from work. She kissed my temple, then froze. Her face transformed from exhaustion to rage. "What the hell is this?" She jabbed at my anatomy textbook, specifically the reproductive system chapter. "Anatomy homework?" I said, genuinely confused. "Don't play innocent. These detailed drawings of lady parts, it's disgusting." "Ella, it's required coursework." "Required?" She laughed, sharp and bitter. "Required to stare at this filth?" She snatched my $400 textbook and disappeared into our bedroom. The lock clicked, muffled sobs, then silence. The door cracked open just wide enough for her engagement ring to sail past my ear. "Choose," she said through the gap. "This perverted career or me?" Saturday morning brought an empty apartment and a text. "Staying with Melissa. Withdraw from school or we're done." This from the same woman who'd popped cheap champagne and cried happy tears when I got in. I took my anatomy exam Monday. 94%. When I texted Elle the score, hoping normalcy might return, she responded instantly. "So you're choosing to continue violating women with your eyes. Noted." Melissa called an hour later. "You're disgusting. Elle told me about your sick obsession." "Melissa, I study medicine. These are medical illustrations. She found your browser history. All those medical sites with naked bodies. That's PubMed. It's a research database. Whatever helps you sleep, creep." The line went dead. Tuesday, I returned from gross anatomy lab to find our apartment gutted of Elle's belongings. A sticky note on the refrigerator read, "Final chance. Withdraw by Friday, or I tell everyone why we really broke up." I called my advisor, Dr. Collins. She listened quietly, then said, "You're one of 3 students from your state to ever enter this program. Don't let anyone derail you." Thursday was when things got ugly. Elle posted on social media about just finding out I've been dating a predator and how disgusted and violated she felt. My phone exploded with concerned texts. My mother called 3 times, her voicemails increasingly frantic about what her future daughter-in-law could possibly mean. That evening, Elle called. Her voice was eerily calm, like she'd rehearsed this conversation. "Have you withdrawn yet?" I gripped the phone tighter. "No, this is insane, Elle." "You know what's insane? My boyfriend getting off on medical diagrams while I work minimum wage." Before I could respond, she continued, her words picking up speed. "I emailed your dean, told them about your unhealthy obsession with female anatomy, how you spend hours staring at those pages." "You did what?" "I also contacted the medical board, asked if students with clear asexual fixations should be allowed near patients. They said they'd investigate." "Elle, you're going to destroy my career before it even starts. This is me protecting future patients from you." She hung up, then texted screenshots of emails she'd drafted to my professors, each one more damaging than the last. Sunday, I drove to Melissa's apartment, determined to end this circus. Elle answered, wine glass in hand, eyes glassy. Finally ready to be reasonable, she slurred, "What's this really about?" "I told you, those books." "Stop, just stop, tell me the truth." The dam broke. Words poured out like infected blood from a lanced wound. My sophomore roommates who'd dropped out for their startup and begged me to join, who'd sold their company last year for $8 million, who now lived in penthouses and drove G-Wagons and vacationed monthly in places I couldn't pronounce. "You could have been them," Ella screamed, mascara streaming. "They offered you equity. Instead, you chose poverty and debt and 12 years of training to make less than they spend on wine. You said you wanted to be a doctor too." "I lied," she screamed. "I only applied to schools I knew would reject me. I thought you'd eventually see reason. Take the tech job. Build something real instead of wasting your brain on sick people who'll never appreciate you." "So the anatomy thing?" I asked. I needed something shocking, something that would make you question everything. I left her there and told her to keep the ring. The medical school dismissed her claims after a 5-minute review, and she was reapplying to medical school, telling everyone she'd always dreamed of being a doctor. 4 years later, an unknown number texted, "I still have your anatomy textbook, Ella. Keep it." I replied. Her next text came immediately. "I'm sorry. I was scared of being poor while watching your friends get rich." I stared at my phone. "They offered me a position last week. Senior developer. $300,000 starting." 3 dots appeared, then disappeared, then appeared again. "You're taking it?" "No. I just matched into surgery residency. Delivered an emergency baby when the OB was stuck in traffic. Saved a grandfather during my ER rotation. Used every page of that anatomy textbook you called perverted." A long pause before her response. I was so stupid. My reply was instant. Stupid is an understatement.